it's not going to be a rant. So individuals, especially individuals who have been in these YouTube streets for a long time, you might want to just like, some people think it's easy to be like a YouTuber or influencer. And yes, there's a huge difference because influencers are able to go on a certain type of sponsorships, whether they're large or small. Okay. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, it's important to learn from other individuals, whether you're learning from their flaws or learning from their success or accomplishments, plus more. A lot of individuals have stumbled across these YouTube streets throughout the decade. As many of you can see, a lot of individuals basically just, I guess, when you're in it for a short lived temporary gratification, they bounce in, do the money grab thing, and then they bounce out. So that's how other individuals who are spectators, like an audience that you would generally see in the theater, darlings, I mean, no differently than an audience that you would see in real theaters. Individuals are able to notice that. So, for those who are coming behind YouTubers or a certain type of influencers, and yes, there are influencers, there's too many to name though. So, individuals actually have actual merchandise, products, and or services. They're just not, you know what I'm saying, in it to fake it. So that's the difference between others in comparison to influencers, because individuals wanted to know the difference. As for, I know people were speaking about like beauticians, they ain't charging this and charging that. Obviously, individuals would never let people touch their hair unless they know them. If they do not have, or what? If they don't have a license, if they don't have a certain type of certification, it takes nothing to go to a cosmetology school, plus more. So I know that people be doing their TikTok. I don't TikTok. I did TikTok one time, darling, and that was enough for me. And I basically just rapped on it. Okay. But shout out to the TikTokers. I'm not one of those. But as far as individuals learning from others, it's important to see how other people move so that when you're trying to start a real business, not a fake one, but real one, darlings, real business, that you're able to sit up there and you're able to grow organically versus scamming. Also, when you're doing certain type, because some YouTubers like to interview certain type of Z-listers who are not actual celebrities, darlings, because actual celebrities, hashtag bookgate. They're booked and busy, not necessarily too busy or booked to sit down and do a one-on-one, a real interview, versus interviews that are staged or interviews that are going to make you feel more empty after you leave, more empty than you came once you leave the broadcast, darling. So that's the difference between other individuals channels. And I'm not taking no digs or anything like that, but it's important for individuals that are coming behind us to learn how to protect their likeness, their brand, as well as their businesses, especially if they're in it for the long run. Now, obviously, newer generations, who we do refer to as the fat, fresh fish, because they're younger than others. They just be like, oh, it's a lot of money to make on social media. There is a lot of money, a clean money to make on social media, but if you're in it to just scam, we're not just talking about the younger, so we're speaking about older ones as well. If you're just in it to scam, like, you don't know what real investment in real generational wealth is, and you have no idea about this thing that's the financial literacy, darlings, plus more, okay? And we're speaking to the ladies because we speak to the guys too, but guys are supposed to have, the guys have mentors or whatever. You may not always see them in the YouTube streets because they're actually mentoring and getting off their asses, actual coaches getting out in the field with juveniles and young boys who need some guidance. So that's what that gag is. They're not just sitting on YouTube stirring up unnecessary beef, plus more. They're actually out, and some of them coach for free, you guys. Why they should sit up there and create some type of avenue to where they're able to get some type of monetary payment. But for the most part, a lot of individuals coach for free. They give up some of their real time and family time so that they can make the world a better place, or at least try to. Because all it takes is one person, and one person to touch a life. And after that, you can indeed create a chain reaction. So I'm going to take a pause. Yes, it's important to watch how other individuals move or whatever, but the way that Z-listers move, they are not celebrities. They probably think because they might have social media fa- popularity, and we put that word in quotes, the popularity part, they might have faux popularity, but as far as like being in it for the long haul, I don't see it happening. So we're already at the point to where we're able to look back and take a blast back to the past and see who's standing and see who's not. Obviously, a lot of pedophiles are no longer standing in the YouTube streets. Uh, some of scammers that you may be familiar about are no longer scamming in the YouTube streets because they're in prison or in jail or doing whatever it is that they do. So I'm just saying that because it's other individuals who are younger than others who are coming behind us and you. And it's important for them to know, hey, there's real legitimate ways to make money on social media, especially if you're not able to, you don't understand and comprehend how to market strategically, that is how to bring in strategically, that is without scamming, without going viral plus more. Because after your first viral moment, then what's next? It's back to work. That's what individuals like sheep and zombies, they don't realize that after that viral moment, they're like, I went viral. So they make it a mission to go viral constantly, even if it means scamming or doing stupid things like breaking the law. Make it make sense. Because I can't make it make sense. As an advocate, I cannot make it make sense. So other individuals have, and I'm going to save some commentary for tomorrow because I think it was important for individuals not to be biased and practice hypocrisy like certain individuals do. So they practice hypocrisy. They use their pain to hurt black men or women or whatever, and I don't think that's right. Slander and defamation isn't right because had social media not been in existence, it would have been so easy for other individuals who are jealous and envious to basically intentionally destroy or ruin other people's careers, or individuals would have been more susceptible to extortion. You know how extortion works when you're a real celebrity and not a Z-lister, because real celebrities stay booked and busy. And it's not on shade on Z-listers, but you can never take away the accomplishment of real actors, entertainers, performers, plus more, actresses, plus more. So the way individuals feel like, yes, I'm so you might be internet famous. If you're not able to sell out a stadium, or if you're not able to sit up there and engage an audience or whatever, you're not a celebrity. And I'm saying that to say this, not to say that celebrities are this and that and this and that, because they're humans. Obviously, they go through struggles like addiction and all those things. They go through problems. We're saying that to say this for individuals who do not put in the blood, the sweat, the tears, the practice. Please stop calling yourselves or referring to yourselves as a celebrity because you're just internet quote unquote famous. Like if a lot of individuals had to sell out a stadium, they would not be able to do so. You can't sell out a stadium. You can't bring the girls and the guys to the theaters because you're not a real actor or actress. But they do know how to perform in a circus and act stupid and do a lot of low vibrational bullshit, basically. So if they garner the attention of real celebrities, it makes them feel quote unquote like they have done something or accomplished something. In reality, it's like individuals are not looking up to you. They're looking at you like, what the fuck? Is it worth it? So then they become to be so just like sadistic and they're basically harass certain type of celebrities because they're actually envious and jealous of them. And that part I can understand. But it's like why? When you can go out and put in the same grit, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the hard work in order to accomplish whatever it is that your heart desires. I need to get a sound effect machine. So Crowns and Tea podcast was a pilot, you guys, and I just wanted to show individuals that they too, like individuals who are coming behind older OGs and stuff like that. You too can be anything that you put your mind to, but it's going to take constant work. And for those who sit up there and just feel like everything comes easy, it does not. Social media make it look easy. Real celebrities, entertainers, performers, artists, plus more, and they do not belong in the same cluster or bubble because, yeah, you're entertainer, performer, ghostwriter, plus more, actress, actor, whatever, they go into their own cluster, i.e., bubbles. So yeah, it's a lot of individuals that basically destroyed their own brand. People are not going to be able to trust them. They're not going to be that likable or whatever. They may still have an audience, but if you have an audience of a million plus more, and your audience is just like low vibrational, cannot think for themselves or whatever, it's like at that point in time and space, all you're running is a circus, and people just have to be honest. So other YouTubers were able to maintain stability. They were able to maintain some growth. They were able to at least even look at themselves, darlings. And we also saw some individuals make fun of people who were having to take pain medication or whatever. And it's like, as a woman, it's like we don't even mock these career criminal scammers who like to steal identities because they're habitual drug users. They don't have addictions. They don't refer to themselves as addicts. They like to turn up using other people's money, even if it means waste, fraud, and abuse. So, speaking of abuse, for those individuals who will not hold themselves accountable and responsible, we the people will. And this particular individual probably know who she is because she never cams up. Individuals have no idea what she looks like. We're not concerned about what your grandmother looks like or whatever, because she's old enough to be someone's grandmother. You're speaking about violence that's unnecessary and domestic violence, darling. When are you or others like you? And I'm just asking a question to beg the question, to beg, like Q&A. This is how individuals learn. You can't speak unnecessary domestic violence and individuals slaughtering their significant others or whatever because they basically are just wrapped up in entanglements or whatever because it makes your channels hot. You guys love to report stuff and junk, basically. So individuals have their own channels. They don't I myself me myself and I don't report junk. And this is one of many reasons. I'm gonna just put this out there. They'd be like, why do celebrities pass up certain type of bloggers or what have you on a red carpet? It's because many of them, 99%, they're full of shit. So even if a celebrity talks to them, they'll sit up and ask a stupid and dumb question that may not be about that celebrity's accomplishments, music, plus more. They just want to pry into their personal lives. And to me, if you're going to a movie premiere, why are you asking people about their personal lives? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And it's not as though that certain celebrities have not always spoken about their lives, their struggles, and all them things. But I take defamation seriously. So what I see other people do to celebrities, I'm like, it's giving envy and jealousy. That's what it's giving. Even though these individuals they struggle, they don't have to sit up there and wear their hearts on their sleeves in order to be humiliated in front of a million of spectators. They do not have to humiliate themselves like that so that it can tickle your fancy, so they can see that celebrity. Just basically do what they did to Whitney Houston. So black empowerment, especially women empowerment, it does not look like shade. Well, shade is good for the culture. Let me reframe that. Black and women empowerment does not look like envy and jealousy. Okay? Individuals do not have to get along and play along and play all these little silly little games like, oh, I like you. Oh, I like you. People don't have to do that. People can remain non-biased and they don't have to be like the rest of the hypocrites that are in the YouTube streets, basically. So go back, rewind. Let me go back to how individuals who were a part of trauma, that's all they can spew and spill because it tickles their fancy for some reason. I think it's very detrimental to what 99.9% of the urban plantations because there's still going to be that 1% of Black Americans that are going to be the rare exceptions to the rules. And this is my whole thing is this is just asking and begging a question. If you have interviewed top of the line, certain type of individuals or whatever, who know about how real business actually works or whatever, how do you lower your vibrations in order to just spread fake news or engage in slander or defamation plus more or to try to tear down celebrities that you do not like in order to tickle F-listers fancy? It doesn't make sense. I know if I did interview celebrities, which I don't, I like to mess with degular individuals, the ordinary people of the universe that makes the economy go round. when they're able to perform their job duties within the best of their scope. So if I interview celebrities, they would have to be celebrities, darlings. They would have to have influenced the universe, no matter the political spectrum. Because I'm not concerned about politics or whatever. People try to get people to stop liking certain people because they're donkeys. I'm not going to do that just to tickle your fancy. So let's get to it. So, as for individuals who basically, give me 1 second because I don't want it to be like a sailor language type rant or anything like that. If I interview celebrities or whatever, I would want to learn more than what I knew about the celebrity at the end of that interview. Okay. I want to learn about their history, their legacy, plus more things that they put into this universe, not always fixated on their personal lives and or lifestyles, because truly it's none of nobody's business unless they choose to share it at that moment in time and space. Now, other certain type of individuals who refer to themselves as bloggers or entertainer reporters, if you're not reporting real news or reporting what comes exactly out of celebrities' mouths or regular individuals' mouths, you are not a reporter. So that's why it's important for individuals to not label themselves, because when it's time to compete against other individuals, not necessarily compete, but when it's time to stand your ground, they're not able to do so, basically. But if I interview celebrities, I want to learn more from that interview than I knew about them going into the interview. But like I said, I like to speak to ordinary people, taxpayers, consumers, plus more. Because, finance and economics, that makes the world go around. No matter if you're a chef, a fry cook, a Leo, military personnel who are based and not frauds. You feel me? It's a lot of scammers in these YouTube streets, y'all. That's why I be trying to just like encourage individuals to use discernment, because individuals are not going to be like, oh, that's a fraud, that's a fraud. They will be here all day doing that. And that's why I don't. But individuals can be concerned about individuals, others who actually defrauded them by misusing their personal identifiable information and social security numbers, plus more, in order to steal their money, basically. But yeah, if I interviewed a celebrity, it's not gonna give no F lister vibes, darlings, because F listers, they're in it for the long, like, I mean, they're in it for the short term, temporary clout chasing gratification. Others were in it for the long haul, and that's why they have over 20 plus years in the game. The game of what? Entertainment plus more. Entertainment and music plus more. So, and I like to use Vlad. He's not a DJ anymore. I don't even know what type of ones and twos he was spinning, but apparently he figured out, hey, I'm not a good DJ, even though I like to DJ and be, a part of the culture or whatever. But he found his niche. So now he calls himself an American YouTuber. Well, he did, and I'm like, why would you reduce yourself to a YouTuber? So now he's like an American. If he didn't change it, perhaps I don't know, Vlad be all over sometimes. But y'all can even learn from Vlad, and y'all wonder why people sit with him. It's because individuals can learn more from sitting with the guys who are talking to the guys or whatever. And it doesn't always have to be a drag fest or whatever. You can really learn more about black men, basically. Because black men don't always share their feelings or emotions. They don't wear their emotions on their sleeves or whatever. We sometimes can hardly know if a black man is having a bad day, and vice versa for the black men. You know what I'm saying? They don't always know unless we yell or scream or kick, or you know what I'm saying. Because y'all know we could take it there, especially when we're from New Orleans. But if I interviewed individuals, first I will fact check their stories, whatever story it is or fake news that they want to tell, because if not, you can be held liable for certain type of things, or your business can. Other people don't think about that because they don't practice financial literacy and they have not been around real businessmen and women. I've been around real businessmen and women. That's why I know customer service is very imperative. Communication skills important, just as important as, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the equity and generational wealth plus more that matters. So if individuals sat down and I were to, and let's talk about me. If I wanted to interview someone, even a regular person, I would have to fact check your stories, because I wouldn't want to engage in helping you pour out false claims to the universe. Now, plastic social worlds might be in it for the beef or might be in it to embarrass people or humiliate individuals, no matter if they're real humans or celebrities, because they're all the same. That's why humanity is important. Celebrities are, in fact, humans. I know you guys think that you fake believe that some of them are reptilians plus more, but there are a lot of down to earth celebrities you wouldn't know because you never ever met any of them. And I would caution individuals I don't even have to caution them. This is why they go to the mainstream media plus more. And it's also probably why they pass up certain type of bloggers if you're able to grace a red carpet, darling. So a lot of these sheep and zombies in the YouTube streets, they fake believe that people came to compete against them or whatever. I just look at algorithms. I look at how individuals progress. I look at their accomplishments plus more. That's all I'm here for. And when I'm not doing poetry, it's like it would be meaningless to even hang out in these YouTube streets if it weren't for the rare exceptions, no matter the color and or creed. It's about the commentary and not always about the numbers. In any event, so when people don't have others to hold their feet to their fires, like real producers, plus more, whatever, because mainstream real producers. Sometimes they may not have always have time to comb over or fact check certain stories, but they do understand the importance about retracting fake news and or false claims or whatever. But mainstream media rarely have to do that. Now, your boy Brian Stelter, he might always have to do that. So, I don't know his reliable sources, darling. It wasn't giving me journalism. I'm teasing you, Brian, but good game, sir. And I wish you good luck in all of your endeavors. I don't know the guy. Maybe he'll retire, whatever. Brian Stelter is from Fake News CNN, you guys. You're my nemesis, but it was good for the culture. When I say nemesis, put it in tough air quotes or whatever. I just be teasing the boys. I used to want to be a journalist back in the day. I used to want to be a lot of things. I never wanted to be a rapper though. Even though I used to hang out in the studios with the boys, and they'd be like, "I can't believe Scooby Dooby Doo." Them know. Yes, I do know how to rap, but I don't want to. It's enough individuals who are OGs in the game. You feel me? I was a project girl. I have to do something different, like take my ass to school. So, as far as the boys didn't have many options back, especially during those days and times. They didn't have too many options, you feel me? Because, I mean, school was a little bit different for them, and you would have to ask them, basically. You wouldn't have to ask because you can basically listen to the interviews plus more. So all that, even when it comes to people telling their stories, it's a difference between wanting to swaddle within trauma bonding. I mean, systematic and systemic oppression, as well as trauma bonding, versus picking yourself up by the bootstraps. For some reason, 99% of Black people, they don't understand and comprehend what that means. To them, picking yourself by the bootstrap means forced charity. Charity is termed charity for a reason because it's voluntary. But I'm amazed at individuals who have gone to college. They're not college because y'all are too severely indoctrinated for me. You don't understand what picking yourself up out of bootstraps mean. They look at it as being something that conservatives pushed out or whatever. This has nothing to do with politics. Even your teachers, if they were based educators back in those times, would encourage you to pick yourselves up out of bootstrap. They probably labeled it differently depending on where you're from, but for the most part, if individuals believed in self-sufficiency or whatever, that's what they mean by picking yourself up. And yes, the hoods do struggle and have a more complicated time because they go through unnecessary barriers and other challenges. However, this is not the 80s and the 90s or early 2000s anymore. People have access to a lot of valuable like resources, no matter what it is. They have recreation centers. It's up to you to tell them to open the doors to those recreation centers. Because even living in a project, we had pools. We didn't use the pools in the front of the project. I just thought they were dirty. So we had our own pool and built a fence around the project. And yes, we did pay bills. So I know there's this thing when individuals feel like they're better than you because they did not grow up in the hood in a project, but they also didn't grow up in the suburbs, darling. Make no mistake. But people still remain humble, but people are able to, even celebrities are able to, because they weren't always born with a silver spoon in their mouth. People can kind of tell where you come from if you don't know the difference between a regular fork versus a salad fork, darling. or if you don't know how to pass plates in rotation. I mean, it's a lot of things. People can always tell what others are from, and it not because you sound different. They can base it on your mannerisms. So in New Orleans, we'd be like, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, no matter what, basically. We don't call individuals by their first name. It has nothing to do with white supremacy or feeling inferior to other people because other people, we're not concerned about race and color because we believe in the human race. We also believe in real financial literacy, plus more. So individuals cannot even use the scapegoat or cop out saying, well, black people are not being lit. That starts at the home. Educators are not here to be your 24/7 babysitters, nor 24/7 educators and or teachers. They may not be able to say that, but that's exactly what it is. What I've seen from 90% of 99%, y'all, that's what it's looking like. Unfortunately, only the real statistics can speak for itself, but we don't need lopsided statistics to speak because we could just go to the bloggers who don't actually read and write. Who They don't blog, they just sit up there and they vlog basically and hide behind a screen, which nothing is wrong with that, but y'all are pushing out the what's causing, the black plantations to just like turn to a crisp, basically. It's on fire. And other black people are not going to keep coming to try to help put a constant fire out. Other individuals have to move on with their lives. Other individuals have to deliver real services to to other individuals who are impoverished. And Dr. Boyce Watkins keep posing a question or raising an argument as to why people work for white people. Because white people are not going to try to deliberately like scam you out of your money. That's why. Why people are going to pay you with your worth, especially if you're a loyal employee. That's why. Why people are also going to give you a reasonable bonus and salary. That's why. Now, I'm not saying that black people don't. I'm just saying, I mean, show me the proof. I know that other people do, but you show me the proof. Show me the proof in these YouTube streets. I don't see it. I do know that I had a lot of bosses, guys, whatever, and they always treated people well because what? Why? Because retention was important. You always want to keep your best. So let's move back along or whatever, you guys, because individuals are playing stupid and dumb because on the black plantations, that's like they've always been like that, basically. And I'm not saying Dr. Boy sits on a plantation. I'm just saying he had one foot in and one foot out. He knows what making a lucrative salary looks like. Other individuals coming behind him, they don't know what they looks like because they're essential workers like Leos or nurses or you know what I'm saying. So individuals are not afforded to make a six figure, six figures all the time. And the more money the more money they take too. So when I say they, I'm talking about taxes, tax. The more money you make, the more money they take. So individuals don't have a problem with swallowing their pride, Dr. Royce Watkins, who's a finance major who's retired from Syracuse University, plus more. Individuals really don't care how much they make because it's all about how much you're able to save. And it's also about you're still being able to give back to impoverished populations, not by force, but because charity is supposed to be voluntary, darling. So these discussions, y'all notice that other individuals will always speak over your head or whatever. So that's why we decide to speak over sheep and zombies' head because we're just trying to get to the root of unnecessary social ills and issues, and we don't have to figure out a way how to detect, deter, and combat waste, fraud, and abuse. So we cut out the middleman, i.e., these plastic platforms in the YouTube streets, and I'm talking directly to DC. At least in my head, I am. You feel me? Or execute a comprehensive report. Maybe I'll send some to OPM, no OMB, so they can see what these fraudulent records look like. So you just basically do. I'm telling people who coming behind us when you have sheep and zombies and morons who are dumber than you with lower IQ and always stuck on lower vibrations and frequencies. You talk over their heads like they're doing to you in these YouTube streets, like you're some type of fools or dummies, especially when you come from the hoods. So I love to tell people where I come from. And rich people also like to tell people, I'm not, they don't like to tell, I mean, they don't like to tell people that they're rich because they want to see how you're going to treat them or how you're going to mistreat them or abuse them. How you're just going to look at them for their money or their AMX cards plus more. See, that's the gag, you guys. So these little bloggers sitting on their plastic platforms, fake believe, and I'm going to keep saying it, fake believe that other individuals need them to tell the story. We don't. We don't. We know where news stations are at. It was important to do it without the mainstream media because we don't need sympathy. And we also don't have to go around spreading serious, unnecessary information plus more. And you know, I noticed something about black plantations. They're never responsible and accountable, y'all. They just want to feed you trauma, 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 trauma. You say solutions, they say Scooby Dooby Doo, trauma, 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 trauma. We said prevention, Scooby Doo, trauma, 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 trauma. We say y'all water within your own systemic and systematic oppression because other individuals are light years ahead of you, about 300 years plus more, ongoing. Difference between plantations and you know what I'm saying, the puppet masters, because they have to keep their audience on low vibrations. Their audience can never think for themselves because if they did, they will grow and mature and they'll hop along to other YouTube channels, basically, or they might go back to the mainstream media. So individuals had a chance to prove to the mainstream media that they are, you know what I'm saying, journalists in the making or entertainment reporters in the making. So this also separates these individuals from people that you might see on E News or Entertainment Tonight plus more. And then they always try to sit up there and say, well, it's the white media. Media is media. It's all about how you bring it without unnecessary slander, libel, defamation, plus more. See, this is not the 90s. You don't get to ruin celebrities' careers just like that in a blink of an eye. And it's so amazing that other individuals are now able to speak for themselves. They no longer just need to go, they could just cut to the chase. But they don't have time to keep on trying to back down fake news because they're too busy and booked. They're too busy and booked. But they always want to shift the blame. The plantations have a serious issue, but this issue has been going on for 300 years. We have to stop pretending like we didn't see it. We seen it. We seen it in grade school. We seen it in the projects. We see your pick me's in the projects. We seen your pick me's outside of the projects. It doesn't matter if the pick me's are coming from the projects or the hoods or not, plus more. These pick me's are going to have to learn how to what? First of all, they need to know that hashtag not your slave. We just gonna put it in the air like that because white people act like they missing it in DC. Other people that are based, they're not missing it. That's why these look. We need to give Karen another name because when I say the housewives, you guys, I don't think you understand what I mean. Karen needs another name though. Karen definitely needs another name, darlings. Karen will show you about financial literacy. She will show you how to save that dollar. Yes. She'll show you how to cut that dollar to 4 ways. You feel me? Okay. A quarter for a frozen cup. Do you want the one with the fruit in it? No, I want the quarter. I want the one that's for a quarter, darling. Quarter of 50 cents. So I could take the rest of my change and go maybe get a pig feet plus more. Piglet. Bag of chips. Okay. Shout out to Desire Projects. Not individuals make fun of people. It's not white people making fun of people for standing in commodity lines and I'll stand in that commodity line again and again and again and again. If this is what I'm saying to people who are really in need, don't be embarrassed to go to a food pantry. And shout out to Frito Lay's and other companies who, you know what I'm saying, donate to real charities, darlings, not fake 501c3s. That's the part that gets me. Shout out to Frito Lay. And yeah, I know it's processed food, but it's the thought that counts. That's why it's important to learn how to eat in moderation. Then you learn how not to be 600 to 700 pounds and just be like obese. I have a cousin who's 600 to 700 pounds or whatever. She always chop off the rest of her body and just show people her face, and they send her money. She don't lie to them. They guys send her money. Never been out the house except for after Katrina, you guys, unfortunately. That's the only time we are able to get her out. And then she had to turn sideways. And then she had to take up all the space in the van. So that's how other people end up getting left behind because everybody could not fit in this van. They had to take seats out the van. So that's the last time she was seen outside was during Katrina. Before that, she just stayed inside, basically. And people need to understand when people are like that, don't enable that type of behavior. Encourage them to get help. You can do that with real medical warrants, not just sitting up there eating themselves to death, basically. So no, individuals do not make fun of BBWs or make fun of obese individuals unless they are cruel and mean to skinny people. Plus more. But people are still not going to do that because it's people that might be, you know what I'm saying, needing an encouraging word. Like, it's never too late to exercise. Even if you're 3, 4, 500 pounds and people are making fun of you, go and still take a walk. Get up out the chair, get up out the bed and take a walk. And people also do not promote anorexia. Both obesity and anorexia, both are horrible. But my cousin, people, she didn't scam people. They know they like why we can't go on a date, and she explained to them. So it's guys out there who really like big women, but she'll just chop off her head, and then the one outside class boy start acting like, look, y'all could tell people who are just like it's just pure gluttony. If you go back to what they look like 2 or 5 or 10 years ago, and then what they look like now, you will be shocked, darling. You wouldn't be surprised though. If you got money to buy Popeyes, but you had time to be your ass in LA at that damn trial or whatever circus, whatever it was. People don't interfere with trials. We just wait for them to be over. And I'm gonna post with my what I thought about the whole circus and clown show, basically. And that's not to take digs at people because an event did in fact happen. Did it go down the way they said it went down? Absolutely not. It was too much conflicting stories. And hopefully both of them can learn from this. How not to tear one another down, basically. You can say what you want about Rihanna and Chris Brown. They did not. That's why she get a +1. And maybe she tried to or whatever, but God probably said, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger person. But no one never dismissed that something happened in that car. But it's important for people to just take that, you know what I'm saying, be accountable and responsible for their actions or inactions. So that's why we compare that situation to Rihanna and Chris. We didn't want to see two young people. I think we're older than we don't want to see two young people destroy their careers and their life just so they can just feel like, yeah, I did it or what. Absolutely not. You have other individuals coming behind you. And people should have learned from that situation. So that's why we give them two to +1. It doesn't matter how you feel about them. Separate an artist from the music. Because people are still human at the end of the day. Sometimes people are not taught how to move in, what to do and what not to do. They did the best that they could as being young two lovebirds. They were just like in love or whatever. But let's get back to my 600-pound life, my damn cousin that don't want to this fucking house, and I hold her irresponsible. She has siblings. I don't like to hear shit like this because they don't like to hear the truth. But when I say she could have guys see her anything, they know what she look like. Unlike the one outside class boy, if you had time to eat that Popeyes and you have time, you and other pick-me's have time to troll individuals who are actually at the courthouse. Don't you dare refer to yourself as a journalist or entertainer reporter plus more. Now you better go and play with those low vibrational channels, boy. And then he say, I want to interview. You know, if you sit up there and try to shit on and falsely accuse people of being a pedophile, you're not getting the interview that you want. Now, if you want to be trolled, it's not going to be a love troll. So you just pick a door. Or you can pick up Pandora's box, okay? Tease and leave the one outside cops alone because he likes to tear up Dallas public libraries plus more. Okay? He likes to tear up the libraries, and he was fined $10,000 or $20,000, and he paid his what restitution. See, I think y'all missing a point. So when you destroy property that does not belong to you, you have to pay restitution. When you engage in waste, fraud, abuse, you have to pay, or your agency have to pay restitution. When you steal money, you have to give the money back. I don't care how you miscoded or stole it. See, that's why we don't have time for the low vibrations in these YouTube streets because people are actually working behind the scenes. Y'all, I was in theater arts. Take it with a grain of salt. We're actually working behind the scenes, darlings. People are being a hypocrite. The T steppers won. The fucking housewives, the fucking fraud battlegate battle. Y'all win. That's Barty gang. Hello. Cardi like my Barty gang. I don't know what the Barb's doing. The Barb's are snoozing, sleeping, or what. Get it. Take a break. Regroup. Take a break. That's what we tell the boys when they send up there. Was this rap? That rap was whack. Go back to the studio. We gotta be honest. Gotta put their feet to the fire. Boys be like, how they sound? I think it's whack. Now, if you still want to put the shit out and see how the public respond. Now, if they sit up there and lie to you and say it's a bop when it's a flop, take that shit to the club and you're gonna see everybody sit the fuck down. Yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna dance. I'd be like, dance, bitch. I'm not dancing off that flop. Ain't that right, Ricky Smiley? Tell them the girls ain't dancing off that. I like my whip. Tell them the girls ain't dancing nothing. No, I don't want my toes sucked. Ricky Smiley friend love to suck them toes. I got this interview, y'all. It's short though. It's kind of like Whitney Houston and Wendy Williams little snippet. That wasn't an interview. That was a girl chat. Welcome to Friday Night Fire Chats. That's what I'm gonna put up there in a title. I gotta put fire on there. Yes, Ricky. Ricky said he ain't beanie, boy. I bimini. Okay, boy. Ricky had good taste in music. I hear you, boy. I heard you on the radio back in the day. Then y'all used to like this. Stop flirting with the girls. Be sitting up there. Ooh, you sound cute. Can I come? No, boy. You need to be working. Work, 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 and spending ones and twos. Okay. Who used to call into the radio stations back in the day? We went from calling into pulling up on the boys, and they be like, oh my God, what? People ain't no 10 though. So if he asks what you, I'm a zero. A zero. That way we gonna let everything else do the talking. How you doing, Ricky Smiley? Ricky is so old, y'all. He probably like, damn. You ain't never meet me. And Ricky saying, people bet I was offered to come and kick it with Ricky. It was in a public space, and I said, no, stop playing with me, Ricky. Ricky said, people better not invite nobody to my house. It wasn't gonna be at your house, Ricky. And I'm glad I ain't go to the core shows and all them other shows, because now you don't know who I be, okay? But your friend know that he love to suck them toes, boys. I told him no. He wanted to suck me and my cousin. Boy, what you think you got going on? Incest? You think you get a 2-for-1 for free? It was the free that got me. Now, if he would have said, I will pay you to suck your toes, I would have been like, come on, make it rain, darling. But don't throw the dollars, because I don't accept that type of change. I like my money in my hand so I can put it in my motherfucking make it rain. He like I said, if he would have said, I'll pay you to suck your toes, being, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I would have been like, okay, you give me an amount, I'm gonna tell you whether or not it's a go, or if I'm a green light it, or I'm gonna shut it down, baby. Shoot, that's how I move, baby. I don't care if you trying to pleasure me, you ain't gonna pleasure me for free, boy. He sucked my cousin toes. She say they felt good. So she said it felt like she was on cloud nine, darling. So Ricky better stop playing. He want to hear it. Ricky probably itching for this exclusive, darling. You itching, huh, Ricky? Ask your friend. He know the stories. He done suck all of DFW's Metroplex toes. He's married now, y'all. So we don't tease him that much. But I know she's happy. So congratulations to his wife. It's about time, boys. Settle y'all asses down. Okay, you frat boys. Now I don't know if he was a frat boy, but you know one thing about those cappers. You don't want to get your ass beat with your own cane now, boy. Them cappers used to get on my fucking nerves back in the fucking day, y'all. Oh, make no mistake. I don't know why these frat boys be on envy. I should call myself Poison Ivy. Cause I don't play no games with these fresh fish. I will put my heels on you. You will think it's dominatrix Gates. How you doing? I told you, motherfucking Jive Turk. I'm not Wendy Williams. I came to fucking slay. Okay? We teasing the boys, y'all. Ricky, so Ricky, you know that he aging with Grace and stuff or whatever. And Ricky is a proud father. He have a baby girl and he got his little grandsons. He handsome as I don't know all outdoors. He's handsome, saying he gonna be a cute dog. Ugh. Ricky say why he won't ride on the floors, darlings. I would. Y'all know why you don't want to ride on the floor. Look at Alabama. New Orleans started Mardi Gras, Ricky. Now all the other areas have them. Y'all have your own things, but ain't nothing swagger. Ain't nothing swagger like New Orleans, boy. Welcome to NOLA. You heard me. Yeah, Ricky used to be on the radio, and oh, when I tell you, Ricky used to date some crazy bitches. Them bitches like, oh, girl, you better just have fun, Ricky. Ricky ain't finna settle down with you. Ricky, you gotta be able to hold that boy's attention because he's not a regular comedian or whatever he is. Relationship, I don't know what the fuck Ricky is, y'all. And Ricky, stop hiding behind Chris. But Chris have a real disability. Now the one outside cops, I don't know if his disability is real or fake or whatever, if he exaggerated, but I know Chris have Down syndrome and he's a highly functional. I know he's highly functional. Get from behind Chris, Ricky, so he could drag your ass real quick and tell your friend what them feel like to suck all the DFW Metroplex toes, boy. I said, how you doing? Okay. I ain't Wendy Williams. I ain't too proud to say, hey boys, hey, shit. Ricky think I'm playing. Now I don't know how to do no fucking stand-up comedy, Ricky, can't you see? Ricky got some good taste in music, y'all. He be throwing that back, boy. He went and pulled one from the girls, though. He's like, look who I got. I said, ooh, ooh. Ricky got the back in the... Man, I was like, damn. Damn. Now I don't want to play no music. I was like, damn. He don't sit up and... It wasn't Slick Rick, y'all. He got the... I was like, damn. That was a classic fucking throwback. Ricky, no, he knows some music, y'all. No, I don't fuck with y'all politics, but I also don't fuck with stand-up comedy because I'm no comedian, boys. And some new fish comedians, y'all need to learn from Ricky because that's one thing you don't want to do is piss off your audience. So they can throw them red tomato. It's the tomato part that I like. Okay, that water, whatever, plus more. I only went to one comedy show and I'll never go to another one. And then I'm looking at him, giving him the eye. You talk about me, boy. We're gonna have some fucking issues in this motherfucker. Do not sit in the front row, y'all, because some of these comedians they don't have couth because they never seen how other people operate. It's a way to land a plane and land a joke. Insulting individuals, that's not how you're gonna land that plane. But I don't think he wanted the smoke back in them days because he seen the fury in my eyes. I'm doing a quick snippet. Hopefully you can sit up there and we can do a little one-on-one tomorrow. Not a one-on-one, but just a little chat. You I guess the store tomorrow. Now we're gonna sit up there and do a one-on, not a one-on-one. We're gonna do a little fire chat without the fire. Cause it's not cold enough to burn it, huh? It ain't cold enough anymore to burn it. We'll burn a fireplace. All right. Then that motherfucker sit up there, put the fire out. That bitch sparked back up. I was like, what in the name of Jesus? Boy, shit like that'll make you want to get on your knees and pray. But when you're not a hypocrite, you ain't got to do all that. I was like, dang, the fire was out, then it just sparked back up. I was like, am I seeing? No, it really did that, y'all. Yeah, tell Ricky, hey, we ain't gonna pull up on Ricky say I don't like when people invite other people. I don't like it either, Ricky. I don't like that either. Ricky had them crazy bitches be like, oh, I don't know how he got rid of the crazy bitch. Guess who I'm going to see you? Baby, the whole everybody know Ricky. And no, Ricky was not no hoe like that or whatever, so but yeah. Ricky Smiley. The fries like to they like to repost Ricky Smiley. I'd be like, Scooby Dooby Doo. I got some fake news and dirty data for you. They like to repost Ricky. I just be like, oh, you picked a good one now. But it don't matter which one you pick, because obviously, Ricky, ask your friend how he look, Ricky. Ricky. And that's something for the boys who are coming behind OGs or whatever that's in the game that know about that KLUB club life or CLUB club life. Back then it was jamming and popping and it wasn't exaggerated and you could really just have a good time. Break in the damn dance floor, you heard me. And the guys know if you were naughty or nice. No, the guys know if your face was gonna melt before the clock struck 3 or 2, depending on what club you went to. Yeah, wait till those lights come on. That's the kicker, y'all. Them lights come on, be like, bitch, if you don't have on your best face, and we're not talking about Bride of Chucky, you might want to disappear before those lights come on, darling. How you doing? So if you was a cute or a fly bitch, you don't give a fuck if those lights come on. You don't care about you ain't gotta worry about you ain't gotta worry about your little regal turning into a pumpkin. Okay? Gotta worry about that. You came as you were. Okay? You ain't gotta worry about your Regal turning into a pumpkin because a Regal gonna still be what, guy? A Regal. Them niggas know they used to sit up there and want, how much is your Regal? It's priceless. Or be thinking because I had none of your business 10 on it, they thought a guy. Maybe it's me stepping out this. They be like, damn, I thought you thought I was a boy. So the other dicks and dorks and all that shit and everything else underneath the sun, they thought I was DJ Envy, and I'm not. I look like to you. This is Crowns and Tea Podcast, darlings, not the Breakfast Club. No homo. Breakfast Club, they have a good sense of humor for the most part. We ain't trying to fuck with the politics, but I say they have a good sense of humor for the most part. Now they got Jason the Flea T Lee. It's the flea that got it's the flea part that got me. I didn't make that up. Y'all gotta sit up there and fuck with the ex Queen of Courts or whatever the hell they used to call themselves. Yeah, Jason the Flea Lee. That's Hollywood Unlockers our nemesis, darling. He be on his shit. Bullshit that is. He ain't quite beyond you. Mm-hmm. Well, we don't care about the boys. Girls can run their own shit. We like to run it without getting false flagged, though, darlings, because we use our own content over here at Crowns and Tea Media. Then Jason was like, but Riri, my friend, I had the exclusive on the baby. I just want the baby picture. Thank you and have a good day. I will be putting it in my picture book. Hallelujah. Okay. Amen. Can I get an amen? And why y'all sitting up there speaking of amen, they got something against Millie. Can't you see? Sometimes her titties or boobs just hypnotize thee. Girl, put that titty up. Boy, are you trying to breastfeed these dickheads? Put that titty up. Millie married. They jealous of her for some reason. I'm trying to figure it out. They be like, make her be like, oh, you would think Millie looked like. Millie never say she looked like a model, bitch. But I know if it was back in the day, like start with straight shots and then pop. Shut up. Yeah, that was the shit. But why is y'all jealous of Mob Radio? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Cause she don't always get it right or whatever. It's a lot of individuals don't always get stuff right, but individuals be telling their stories how it was for them growing up without exaggerating. So other people, I'm like, if you not even a fucking 3, you don't have no business talking about Millie. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Throw it into it's 2023. We can't keep on sitting on fake news. So if you're a 0 or a 3, darling, and you ain't nowhere close to a 5, you don't even have no business trying to talk about my radio. Right? Uh, well, hopefully one of the little girls, she's supposed to be a boy that's coming behind. I think she's still young. You totally dropped the ball, dear. That's why you was unfollowed. Like all that TT, I don't know. She got to regroup, y'all. That's the best advice I could give her. And not advice, but then you went to the ops. Did the one outside class make it rain? Did he make it worth your while to? I don't know. At this point in time and space, I'm trying to y'all. We tell them it's girls against boys. Girl, how you give a free interview or snippet plus more? And stop catfishing or whatever. Or people things people can tell. Sometimes people can find out people you using people picture, girl. She said she ain't mean no harm though, but why did you give that exclusive to those one outside claps? Or y'all having something behind the scenes that I don't know about? Cause fill me in. Cause all I do is just look at people's accomplishments and not try to see how they growing in the YouTube streets without the fake news, distractions, plus more, and without the low frequencies and vibrations. How you doing? So yeah, I'm not here to compete. Other individuals lived a fantastic life for it. That's why I'm not material. Okay, never have been. And they're real business men that'll sweep you off your motherfucking feet. Hallelujah. Even being from the projects. But yeah, I'm sitting up there. You gotta regroup now, child. You just gotta regroup. She was holding it steadfast. She gotta regroup. You gotta regroup and be patient. Everybody's gonna have their own different time to shine, but you just gotta be patient. And that's why I think it's important to just learn from others. Don't hate them, learn from them. Don't hate, congratulate. And you don't have to like people to congratulate them because obviously, look, y'all, they got it's the T Super host that got me, y'all. I say they ain't one of them fucking it's a lot of games going on. They not real games, it's just good for the culture, you heard me? Good for critical thinking, plus more. Cause you know those sex workers like that. I don't know what type of sex working they doing, darlings. Cause I know the type of it's other people that's really getting money, money. Yeah, I don't like that definition part. And then sometimes people thought that other people be in the rock and pass the rock to a sex worker. Sex workers can compete against educated, non-indoctrinated hood bitches, and they definitely can't compete against a Karen who's a real housewife from the suburbs, basically. And I'm not dissing them, but if you're gonna talk your shit against like black or white women, make sure you come in, which make sure you coming prepared. A lot of individuals are coming broken because they didn't have any mammies to raise them, and they could not afford a house. They couldn't afford handmaid's tales, i.e., they couldn't afford a maid or a private babysitter. So when you come broken, you're gonna sit up there and try to attack celebrities, but celebrities come broken too. But you know what? They don't attack. They don't make it their mission to attack regular degulas. But if they did, they could destroy their sham of a brand, the sham of a likeness plus more, because they trying to eat off of celebrities rather than create their own tables and build their own lanes. So yeah, and she's a Jezebel. She'd be like, "Well, I'm from other people from Louisiana don't rock like that." And if you don't know your mammy, you can't even talk about any celebrity if you don't know who birthed you. And obviously, your adoptive mother, whatever, if she was real fake, apparently didn't leave you anything. Because if she did, you wouldn't be on social media starting unnecessary bullshit and beef. That's just my outtake. If your mammy left you anything, you would not have to sit up there and fuck around and play and attack celebrities. I don't know what kind of game these F listers playing, but when it comes to real superstars, OGs, legends, and ghosts that have the grit, the blood, the sweat, the tears in it, they don't give a fuck about your feelings. Period. Now, and people need to stay in their low vibrational lanes too, because you can't rap, you can't sing, darling, you can't do a trick, you can't perform, you can't slide down a fucking pole, you can't do a backflip, you can't play sport. I'm just saying. And people just have to keep it real. If you come into like start shit, make sure that you are educated without being indoctrinated. But you, ma'am, I don't even know if she have her GED plus more. I know one thing. I know if your mammy would have left you well off, you wouldn't have to be talking about celebrities who do not talk about you nor bother you. You won't have to harass them. You won't have to sit up there. They're real pedophiles. How do we know? Because we can see the dirty files. So other people can learn from others. They think, oh, if I just talk about celebrity, go viral real quick, and then there you go. No, boom. People know who to work with and who to fuck with and who not to work with and who not to fuck with, basically. And they be acting like I never want to work with celebrities or whatever. That's a lie. If individuals gave people the chance to work with the a certain echelons or what, you would want it. You and other sheep and zombies plus more. I just encourage individuals when they're broken like that. Celebrities didn't create your brokenness, your loneliness, your misery, plus more. And then they try to stay gold and be like, oh, I'm bipolar. But people don't care what you buy anything. People don't care about, always try to hide behind, oh, it's mental illness. If you're mentally ill, you would not be on social media. And for those who are, they might want to stay away from it. Do what P. Diddy said. Like, get off, log off. So individuals basically block sheep and zombies or whatever, and they try. At least I try to stay focused on positive shit or whatever. As far as making fun of celebrities or regular people who go through stuff, no. But when these hoes want to get outside their lane, yeah, it's good and it's good for the culture to drag these hoes, drag them by their fucking nappy roots and their fucking edges. Period. I don't know any bitch from New Orleans or Louis that act like that except for these frauds. Then these hoes from Leesville, child, stop, because I'm from the fucking project and I was my like stop. But I practice emotional intelligence. Why? Because my high Q is higher than yours. White people IQ, I mean an animal, a real animal from the real animal king high Q higher than these pygmies and these sheep and zombies in these YouTube streets. So they feel inferior, not because people are white, because they can't even compete against black people who have more common sense and a higher IQ than them. They just use that white supremacy rhetoric to hide behind it. We're not dismissing any type of like discrimination, all that, no matter the color and or creed. But we're just highlighting the fuck shit, the tomfoolery. Yeah, white people don't make them uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable too when they realize, hey, I don't have it all. I'm just stupid and dumb by their own accord. So it's not the point that white people make them inferior. They feel like that when they're around black, but they're not around smarter black people because black people don't fuck with that kind. That's the point I'm trying to make. So this is probably gonna be able to be upload probably somewhere in the morning time, and then I'm gonna drop it or whatever. The only thing we dropping in these YouTube motherfucking streets is motherfucking crown awards, mother of all motherfucking bombs and trophies, bitch. How you doing? Cause that's how I'm coming. And I encourage other individuals to come on a higher frequency. And we might dip down low, but one thing, darling, I'm not getting my travel fox or my penny loafers dirty. Okay? How you doing? Never that. But individuals need to just like pick their battles. I know they be wanting to have these little broke down Brokeback Mountain cheerleaders, you know what I'm saying, on their side. But at the end of the day though, it's just like you can't trust individuals like that or whatever. Obviously people learned the hard way. Why? Because they continue to fall out with each other. So yeah, sex toy. And I'm not knocking bitches that's on OnlyFans. I'm just talking about these hoes or whatever. These hoes, they be like, oh, a mistress, bitch. If it's a mistress, invite her. If you're a real mistress, and I'm talking about the Wendy Williams situation, go and meet the real wife, darling. Go and meet the real wife who is pulling all the motherfucking strings. Yeah, they be thinking they doing something. Little these sheep and zombies know that a lot of people have open marriages because people have money. You know what I'm saying? They can arrange anything. You heard me? Now I'm not one of them people. I practice monogamy, but I know that people are they could be swingers. People can also have over. So when they be like, his wife don't know his wife, I bet you if you ever call his wife, first of all, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. So just because the wife ain't harassing you, probably because she got her little boo thing. But as far as you serial cheaters, they could have the motherfucker. Y'all could have all the plastic spears. Cause ain't no black women, white women, fucking Asian. Ain't nobody checking for that low vibrational bullshit. I'm like, oh, his wife don't know. Ask them old school white boys and the white and the black. Oh, his wife though. Yes, they be knowing. They don't have time because they too booked and busy to be worrying about. You know what I'm saying? What they open marriages husbands doing. Okay. Yeah, be like, oh, his wife don't know he shy. He gonna shower her with the he. What he know not to do is buy y'all the exact same gift. Now that motherfucker know not to do that part right there. And when people build empires together, that's why I be telling these hoes, like, you think you gonna force somebody to leave? There is a whole fake her death in the YouTube streets. ATL and Michelle ATL and Brown keep acting like she do. She don't see it. Girl, we seen that girl flash across your screen. Stop playing. Dig into your archive and you can retract the information, or you could just be like, I don't see it, I don't see it. Cause y'all be doing some phony shit in ATL. Not everybody, but for the most part, you should be ashamed, girl. Cause the other frauds, the fake peaches that do that fraud shit, they not even from Georgia. They ain't from Atlanta. That's where they fled to. That's why T.I. was like, stop coming to my city doing fuck shit. But ATL Brown, she know her audience is stupid. Not all of them or whatever. But the main thing about her is she don't block people or whatever. So if you want to run over to that channel, darling, if you enjoy, I cash Trump checks because that's her little microphone piece right there. Okay. That was good for the culture. Nobody was expecting the tea sippers to just take a blast back to the past. I was like, oh Lord, it had me on the floor. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh Lord, tea sippers don't want a fucking battle. Barty gang don't fucking bah. So yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit just caught us. Oh yeah, it caught me off guard. I was like, oh fuck. Fox on your side, investigator. Then he tried to suppress that story like a motherfucker. I was like, child, we report the news, not your feelings. I'm gonna say, I don't know what they talking about, girl. Yes, you did. Stop playing. Anyway, but I'm just using it as an example, though. Not just you know what I'm saying? Not to sit up there and just like overly just like rub stuff in, because people don't do that. Everybody go through things. Well, the board game one, like I figured that. I already knew that was gonna happen though. People can kind of predict stuff because y'all don't want to know stay drunk, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. They stay drunk. They stay drunk. They do not stay booked and busy. And it's like a lot of recycled stuff. Girl, I thought, what happened to gems and teachable moments instead of like trauma, 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 trauma? And how do you go? How do you go from? And I'm just being serious because I have. How do you go from interviewing some of the best individuals in these YouTube streets to going back to like 10 from where you started 10 years ago? Make it make sense. So in essence, it doesn't matter if you reach a million views if you're not a $1 million creator. That's the point that I'm trying to make to others who are coming behind. And other people haven't even reached a million subscribers yet. However, the content has been doing what it was supposed to do for the most part. When she, cause you know she ain't got access to the dirty records, it did what it was supposed to do. But how did these two fall out? Because it's the envy and the jealousy. That's what I'm gathering. I don't know because I haven't. They have not sat down to talk. You know what I'm saying? They were just saying they did their public statements verbally, and they were just going back and forth or whatever. But I hope a lot of people that's coming behind us truly learn how not to be the backstabber, how not to be envious and jealous or whatever, and how to appreciate your likeness, your brand, and that's you know what I'm saying, because that's good for the culture for people that are coming behind to learn. Because lessons. But I know that other individuals like the one y'all don't have a host that y'all don't have y'all her producers don't hold her feet to the fire. And I don't know any if you why is people sleeping with their guests? You're not supposed to. People do a lot of things. Sleeping with somebody you interview. This is not Bollywood. And that's besides the point, y'all. I'm just saying though. So people, there are a lot of more questions than answers because a lot of people do not answer questions or whatever, which is fine. They like to ask the questions, but I'm like, you don't even beg the question. So it's giving me Jerry Springer. But it still was good for the culture. So if you ask me who won the battle of the pods, despite that the Wanos having 1 million subscribers and the T Sippers having about 966,000, it would have to be Lovely T, the motherfucking short leprechaun midget. What is your neck, girl? Because one day when she was showing pictures, I'm like, and your T Sippers let you go out there. Oh, my T Sippers didn't know talk to a girlfriend. Where is your wardrobe? Where is your wardrobe, gurus? And where is your neck? I be teasing her. She talk funny. She said Minnesota, California, New Orleans. She is funny little motherfucker. I'll give her that. And she be throwing that shade too. It don't bother people. I can't stand that little hoe though. I can't stand it. I'll drag that hoe across the YouTube streets. Sitting up there, don't put that chihuahua on a bitch that season, girl. Bitches that season. And it's a lot of them in these YouTube streets. They not YouTubers though. They be on the back ends watching. But yeah, the one knows y'all. Ooh, we tell your host to get in the corner because the T sippers done knocked her out. Hopefully everybody can learn from it. I'm laughing, but it's just like I'm just thinking, wow, this is what women empowerment look like. Then you had the owls, the T sippers, and the one was fighting. I was like, God damn. It's not what generational wealth and financial literacy, real business. Oh, that little fucking leprechaun just came out swinging. Pop, pop. Get them flies off of me. The T Sippers won a battle of the pies, y'all. I don't know. They didn't need to stop buying fucking awards. So gonna sit up there and say other people had the best podcast. Stop playing, son. Stop playing in my face. P. Diddy like to be like, sugar daddy, daddy can buy you anything, baby. Just say it, and your wish will be his command. Then bought a whole damn award. Puffy, stop playing. Who y'all think the best male podcasters were? I know who they were, and other people called it too. Drink Champs And Vlad, he not a podcaster, which is good. I like the way Vlad do his shit because it's oversaturated in these YouTube streets. Everybody get a pot. You 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 get a pot. Even if they can't even hold their audience attention, y'all, I'm floored. But let's get back to this short midget leprechaun because she can't be no more than about 4 feet, little precious darling. She said, I been an extra. I said, shit, I ain't finna be no extra for $200, baby. You heard me. I extra this, an extra that. I told that motherfucker, you better get out my face before I call the sergeant. I don't work for free. But you know, back then you'll do just about anything to kind of just get your foot in. You know what I'm saying? And probably because it's also fun, depending on who you're working with. But yeah, the tea sippers, y'all host came out there. She gave it her all that little leprechaun, that 4 foot midget. That 4 foot midget came out here swinging. I was like, it's good for the culture, darlings. But I thought we was gonna see the triple threat. And I either entertainment holy quote unquote Trinity. You know how Harry Rebate and Nikki. I was like, y'all, ooh, T sippers knocked the Wanos out though, y'all. Wanos is they just getting drunk. That's all. This getting drunk. And your host, she don't know how to land jokes, whatever. She likes to be demeaning sometimes. I'll be like, child, girlfriend. But it's all good for the culture, whatever. We know True get a lot of pushback or whatever, but True didn't get pushback from the tea sippers. I can't get a tea sippers that. Your little midget leprechaun host. She was just mad. Y'all hoes want to be mistresses? I'll show you hoes how to be a mistress. I had a fucking husband that cheated. I thought she was gonna start dropping jewels. I was like, hallelujah. You finna start singing that Whitney Houston song. What's that song, y'all, when she sit up there? I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna put it down below in the description. But she said she didn't want that serial cheater, but you know, she asked that she know how to co-parent. She was like, but this nigga gotta go, you little serial cheater. So that's the difference between a little midget leprechaun who's about 4 foot. Girl, you so short. She didn't try to hold on. I'm gonna save and fight for my mirror. She was like, fuck this. I'm finna raise my fucking 2 sons and handsome. One of them handsome. And y'all old bitches, y'all cougars need to stop drooling over that little boy saying we just playing. No, y'all not. Y'all fuck that little 18-year-old in a second. Saying we just playing. He is cute. And people didn't expect her son to look like that. See, that's why people don't do that stupid ass colorism bullshit. So we leave it up to the low vibrational pygmies in these YouTube street and these clowns. But yep. And I don't like the T because I think the one or some of them have a color complex. That's why people just like, you know what? People ain't got time for this low vibrational stuff. If you're a black woman and you stand on your own 10 toes and 2 feet and you know that you give it your all and give it your best, ain't no reason to be envious and jealous. Period. But the T was at least they don't do that colorism bullshit too much. Every once in a while you'll see it be brought up or whatever, but for the most part, that's what separates them from the wino. Well, because the winos always talk about light skinned people. They act like people can't hear them. I would just be like, you have a social complex that don't have nothing to do with black or white, basically. So, and you get what you put out into the plastic social worlds, which is why the universe do not pour into the degeneracy, self-hatred, and debauchery plus more. They don't pull and pour into toxic trauma bonding from generation to the next generation. So if you ask someone that colorism war, tea sippers because they stood up for all women of no matter the color. Even for their little former sex worker who like to talk about playing being a monkey. She's an interesting little character. Girl, why do you hate celebrities so much? That's the part that I'm trying to get. I don't even hate Cardi. Like, I don't even hate Cardi at all. I just think she was the best one to do it from Love and Hip Hop, sliding off a pole and saying, bitch, I'm in the game. Just like that. Who's coming behind? Probably ain't gonna be nobody else. So that's why Cardi is saying Cardi is not an artist. She's whatever. She's a performer. So she still did her little thing. See, people can give people props, and Barty liked the fucking Barbs anyway. She just not gonna admit it. Be like, I love the Barbs. Barty said the gas high. No shit, Sherlock. On me, that is high too. How you? Barty said, I don't know if I'm going on tour. Barty said, I want to talk about the gas. I say, baby, you owe your fans an album. The bar's been dropping and dropping. Where is your drop? She be like, you heard WAP though? I said, no, because that's not in my era, girl. How you doing? The Barb's in a different era or whatever. We just be teasing her, but Barty need that feet. She need that fire underneath her feet. Cause they don't have artist development these days. She need that fire underneath her feet or whatever. You don't want people to kiss your ass, girl. Cause if you do a flop and this shit ain't hitting, then you got a chance to improve yourself and make it better, make it better, make it better. Barty said, "Oh, okay, cause bitch, I came from the pole. I started from the bottom. Now I here. I ain't had nobody hold my hand, bitch. I had fucked up teeth, bitch, or whatever." Nobody even talked about Barty T. She did a Villet interview. I don't know why. I hope you got that shit out your ass. Cause if you had people to understand and I mean to tell you, your ass gonna spread after you drop them kids. You don't need that junk in your trunk, bitch. Boy, they said, "Oh, bitch, cause I was in the club and I was skinny, bitch." Bitch, look, these niggas don't give a fuck. Black, white, Hispanic, Arab, they don't give a fuck long as they have a bad bitch. Boy, said, "Oh, yeah, silly." Boy, be like, "I like the Barbs. The Barb's so smart. The Barb's so smart." Lessons are blessings, Cardi. Bellicus. Yeah, and people didn't sit up there like me. I'm like, whoa, I don't know what kind of games y'all playing because y'all ain't giving people the rules or nothing. At least lay down what type of rules being. You would top the rule, what lay down the rules. I said, no, you're gonna sit up there and be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't me and Barty friends," and I was not there for that. I was like, it was just giving off some real Jezebel vibes, like people were jealous of Bakelis. So that's why I did not entertain that bullshit. That's why I did might have been in it. I'm like, this interview looked kind of salty. Are you mad because she hopped off the pole and you see her on TV and you just thinking it should have been you, so you want to talk about another woman's vagina? I know that if I was the producer, I'd be like, retract the story. I even try to tell the one because she's a puppet master. I was like, "Girl, you want to retract that story because it ain't worth it." But she was like, I'm a hot. I don't know what kind of games y'all playing, but I don't believe in just like intentionally setting your own business and brand and likeness on fire. So yeah, but for the most part, neither one of them block like Lovely T. But you got to do a lot to block for that leprechaun midget to block you. She ain't as salty. She is not that salty. And the Wanos, they don't really block either. You got to do something real outrageous, but people is not here for that interview or whatever because they just was. As a woman, I'm just looking at like, chill, chill. Even Barty spoke about her insecurities before people even figure, oh, okay, she's a performer. I guess. You starting to get lazy, girl. Dance, bitch, dance. That's what people pay to see. She like, you better not have another baby. You better go on tour. Because y'all know your stands and your fans want to see you. Scooby Dooby Doo. She like, huh? Huh? Yeah. Tell Barty stop playing, y'all. And tell her the bars is from a different era, well before her time. People still can understand a flop between a bop, though. So practice make perfect. You don't want to keep on shooting for the stars. You want to sit up there and hey, put the grit, the blood, the sweat, and the tears in the game. How you doing? You don't just want to catapult to fame and notoriety, basically. You heard me. Anyways, y'all. So can't nobody pay for no crown awards because our awards are priceless, baby, and so is the tea and the gems. Okay. Okay. So now that I got that out the way. But yep, that interview was giving me, I was like, this is very interesting. Very interesting. I was like, it's giving envy and jealousy. It's giving Jerry Springer vibes. But yeah, so once again, how you go from interviewing a Tony Gaskins or whatever, and Tony be on one because he from Florida too, and he don't have to finish explaining how he used to be because I know how athletes used to be dickheads. And I've dated athletes, but they were never like him. Cause I don't want to do third of their life. But at least he's big enough. He's a man and he's able to say, you know what I'm saying, what his flaws are. But how you go from interviewing a Tony Gaskins and other individuals to like going back and resulting to some like 2000 and shit, 2000 type shit. or even to 2014 type shit. That's the part that gets me. But what do I know? I'm just a owl hanging upside down. And let me rephrase that. It's for oval. Okay. OVO. I'm not a night owl. But shout out to individuals. But I'm just saying the tea sippers won. Yep. And you notice how when individuals they didn't have a chance or wasn't gonna spend their money to go to the thing, they didn't make all of a ruckus out of this and that. But the one I saw Klaus did, and he said, "Oh, I ain't had the money to go. Oh, y'all gonna get an interview when I go to Chicago." Look, boy, you had money to eat Popeye's chicken. What'd you do with all them donations? I'm not pocket watching, and I ain't the one to tell you. You know them Popeye's chicken, but you didn't have money to go to L.A. And then he know he have to lose weight. His producer should have told him that. And you also need to start drinking the Red Bulls and you need to drink water. And you also need to exercise. I don't know who told you need to take a leap of faith and quit your job, darling, because this economy is fucked up. Not all of it. If you have clean portfolios, you're gonna make it. If you have clean stocks and bonds, you're gonna make it. That dust them all, baby. Some of them probably dusting off their stocks and shit like we finna cash. You know? Going outside, class boy. You go and play with the boys because the girls ain't got no time. And I told y'all I went outside class say, oh, I'm about to say, we only do straight men over here, darlings. How you doing? Okay. And I'm gonna tell you, stay tuned because I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, bisexual, baby. Hey, hey. Better go and play with them. Come on. He said, I like boys and girls. Well, you better keep on liking them or whatever because I don't, mm-mm. The bars might want to. Let me stop you guys. Yeah, one of our class be trying to sit up there and talk that shit. Go ahead and fuss with my radio, bitch, because I don't have time to play with you. I think he got a crush on Millie. So do the gamers with they cheap asses. And people keep saying they didn't even sit up there saying, "Oh, if we see what Millie look like, we gonna drop them dollars." Y'all fucking gamers, you fucking dickheads didn't do shit of the fucking sort. If you did, Mob Radio can confirm or reject that notion. Go there. Oh, we gonna take care of Amelia. She's pull up. We gonna take. I heard that shit before. That's why it went before back in the day. Let me tell you, I ain't pulling up until I got 50 fucking percent down. You heard me, and you better have the fucking other half when I pull up to do my fucking walkthroughs. And I ain't talking about the club, Ricky. Now stop playing. You turn the channel, Ricky. Turn the channel. Just talking about the club. No, I come through, I want my fucking deposit. And then when I pull up, I want all of my fucking money. We ain't waiting till we waiting to collect. Oh, hell no. I am the fucking collector. Bitch, I am the long short. I'm teasing when I say long short, but it fuck up the joke. I am the fucking long. Give me my money. Shit. And keep calm. All we do is just entertain guys. We don't sit up there and get a naked for what. Darling, don't play it in my face. I wish I would. I wish I would. At least not in that movie. Yeah. Yeah, my whole thing is give me my run me my money. Run me my dinero, my dollars, my cheddar, my shekels. I don't get money spent the same way. See, this why I ain't got time for. I practice. I don't have time for is you a Jew, you're Arab, you're Mexican, Latino. I don't care if you're Dominican, but oh, y'all Dominicans crazy. They love me some. They love them some girl from New Orleans, boy. Oh, he was like, oh, it's the and they speak that Spanish fluently. I was like, ah, caramba. I was like, oh, he was a sexy chocolate too, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing. That motherfucker crazy though. I was like, look, boy, you're a little bit too They love they ain't controlling, but they are very protective over their women, baby. You talking about when I don't use the term divestment. I dated different types of people, whatever. Different kinds, baby. Them Arabs got that money though, baby. Regular motherfucker saying 6 figures. Y'all can't fucking compete with that fucking Arab though. I guarantee you. But yes, y'all. Tell the one outside class, he better go and play my radio because I really will put my heel on your neck. You're between Houston and Dallas, sir. Stop playing game, okay? He gonna feel like he being attacked by the fucking barbs and the witches, the warlocks, and the fucking wizards. How you fucking doing, bitch? That's how we coming. Well, shout out to my radio and Raleigh. We don't know much about Rob there, which is good. Mystery is key, darlings. Okay. But the girls gave it their best shot. I think they did pretty good to say that the industry is controlled by dickheads plus more. The dickheads got the briefcases. They're like Congress, y'all. That's the power of the purse. Now make it rain, bitch. It sounds funny. People in New Orleans, you gotta be from New Orleans to understand. We be like, look, bitch, I ain't playing. You heard me. But excuse me, white people. I know these stories are a little bit not ratchet, but they're a little bit, you know what I'm saying. But for entertainment purposes, plus more, it would be silly if I sounded like a Valley girl telling these West Side stories. Okay. Yes, but shout out to the girls. We these dickheads be trying to dominated journalism, dominated, reported, dominated by men. Y'all better tell these boys, look, the kids, the girls are coming through. And you know, if we was coming through to the in the real clothes back in the day, you would what would they do, y'all? They would move the fuck over. Okay, be drooling and shit. Get your hands off of me. We giving these niggas a run for their motherfucking money. But let's say I'm not a nigga, I'm a Russian Jew. Scooby Dooby Doo. I see you. Filet funny though, y'all. The sexy niggas be pulling up to his pie. Yes, I said it. I know a sexy nigga or Italian, but that what I see one. But I'm not single, y'all. But if y'all want to see that motherfucking Haitian hot eye candy, and he probably taking like a motherfucker, because I don't see how you ain't locking that nigga up in the house and never let him see the light of day with his sexy ass. 50 Cent, y'all know how to pick a squad. But yeah, I'm not single, but if y'all want to see some eye candy, pull up to Valet, because that's where them niggas at. Yep, how you doing? The fine niggas is at Valet. Now you might run into some fucking monsters over there. Just keep on scrolling, keep on scrolling. Oh, it's the Mafia. Fourth they got, boy, I don't play with the people, Valet. Stop playing. I don't play with the, I'm good. I stay in my lane, son. But, yeah, Valette is funny, and he got the drops on all the fine niggas. Not all of them, cause you know. Oh, Valette made me cry today. I say, oh, so just I miss him. Never got to meet him. Other people did. The boys are older than us, y'all. I like that song from what I was told though. But Vallejo robots be chirping in the middle of the night. I'll be like, you waking me up. Then they be like, does she sleep? Yes, I sleep, but if my phone go off and my phone stay on, it's like I never, if y'all let the phone tell it I'm up 24/7, but I'm not. That's why I be coming up to show my face or whatever, to show people, look, I don't have a lot of bags like politicians underneath my eyes. I get 4 to 8 hours of sleep. And if I'm bored, then I'll sleep for about 10 hours. If it's a weekend. During the week, no. I used to get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, be at it, execute reports, you know what I'm saying? Take a break, take a little nap, get up, be at it again. And people say you shouldn't take nap. Do these people wake up at 3 a.m. like real journalists, investigative reporters, plus more? If not, shut the fuck up. Come and get this tea. How you doing? Shout out to Wendy Williams, Ellen. Y'all know I don't have no. I like to give everybody. I'm finna get everybody their flowers, but it's so many. Greg Gutfield, motherfucker, Tyrus. Oh yeah, the WW. You can't have him on outside cops, and if you want it, come and take it. Now that's a real wrestler, cause y'all know the one outside cop. I could have pulled up on him when he went and seen them wrestlers. He ain't see Tyrus though, cause you have to turn it on Fox News, biatch. Okay. So now that we got that out the way. We got a cat eye for you. We one our sock pop. Ooh, it's a real wrestler. I want to be a real boy. Yeah. I got dibs on Tyrus. When I saw Coach be like, I like wrestling too, Scooby Dooby Doo. I said, if you want it, come take it. We'll fight over Tyrus, boy. You ain't getting him. You ain't getting Tony. You ain't getting Mr. Yayo, and you ain't getting 50, boy. Cause they like girls, friends. We got cat eyes, and you know what I'm saying? She ain't get drunk like the Wado. So I say I got dibs on cat. They say she's a never Trumper. I say I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with politics. I fuck with policy, baby. How you doing? And I also like to be entertained. I like to laugh. Now I don't know how well I'm doing because it's hard for me to get the kernel on other people to laugh, darlings. My God, I know that I can make you cry, but that's why I don't tell sad stories. Plus more. Okay, you guys. Oh, entertainment tonight and tonight knows. Oh, Lisa Marie was such a. I like the way her and Priscilla do interviews. Oh, That just came out of nowhere. I was just listening to a Priscilla interview and then heard bad news the next day. It helped go to her voice helped put me to sleep. Priscilla's, I was just watching an interview day before yesterday. I don't know where they from because I'm not nosy like that. I think Elvis, is he from Tennessee or what? I'm not sure. But yeah, Priscilla voice help put. I listen to her voice so I could not be putting to sleep out of boredom, but it's soothing basically. So that's a fun fact. All right, you guys. Well, shout out to the individuals who came before us, and shout out to individuals who are coming behind us or whatever. And Sarah Ferguson, that statement was so pretty. Yeah, people don't have to sit up there. Well, I practice humanity, so yeah. Now, if I say any more names, I have to waterboard these sheep and zombies because they like to sit up there and go after people's favorite movie stars or singers and entertainers plus more. And, so Barty be like, oh, so you nobody hates you, girl, but get out of formation and what you gonna learn. You need to go to the stew, Barty. She like, I did for motorsport. That was alright. It was good for the culture. I digress. Well, don't forget to tip your waiter. Cash App envy me greatly. These clowns ain't cash apping me shit. But you know what? I don't give a fuck because real men and dickheads, they be Dre used to drop so much money. Look, yeah. I was like, damn, I should have retired in 23, Carter, if I'd have stayed in the game, girlfriend. She was like, Scooby Dooby Doo. Hashtag tip the waitress motherfucking gate. Then it was a lot of money to be made. I was like, it feel like you walked in the casino. I was like, damn, this shit is easy. All I gotta do is stand up here and hold a fucking tray and smile and be nice. I got this. I used to do customer service for AT&T. I got this. Now I got a jet. Adios. Cardi be like, oh, you got some cute strip club stories. Well, cheer up, you little plastic Barbie. Cheer up and don't make everything out of whatever. Turn your frowns upside down and just know that when your ass, we still here for the culture, here for the shit. Gotta hold people feet underneath the fire. That's how you become a great goat and a legend. Coy said, oh, that how stars were born? I say, yeah, because they ain't created, manufactured, and artificial plants. She said, oh, I see. Gracias. De nada. Okay? All right, you guys. This is Crowns and Tea Media with Envy Me Greatly. And right now, I'm blogging, bitch. How you doing? No, not from a website. Come back down. Get out the cloud nines. Okay? Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm blogging because I love to write, especially poetry, songs, raps, plus more. Because it's good for the culture. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. I hope you guys had a wonderful Friday, and I wish you a wonderful Super Saturday. That's the day.